Good morning and welcome back to another video on the European semiconductor stocks, and this is a follow-up on two videos that I shared in previous weeks on Infineon, ST Microelectronics, ASML, ASM International and BE Semiconductor Industries, 5 semiconductor stocks which were hit hard in recent weeks, had quite some moves down, did rebound a little bit, but we're going to have a look at what the picture is for each of these 5 semiconductors right now. So first of all, here we have Infineon listed on the German stock exchange. We see that there was a trading box from, roughly speaking, 29.50 to 39 for the dividend adjusted price daily. So we see that here, this is the picture that I shared in one of my previous videos with monthly trading data. This trading box was all the way down to 29.50. What did we see sometime early last week? We had a move down all the way to 27.80. This was okay, it was an intraday low, it was not a daily close. That was already in the just above this 29.50 area, the daily close, but still 27.80 was the lowest value we saw. So there was a temporary break below that trading box and also below this dashed line that you can see here, which was marking a trajectory of higher lows. What have we seen since? We see that, okay, we had that move, that rebound from the 27.80 area, which is the red dot that you see down right here, just above the horizontal dashed line, the lowest horizontal dashed line. That was the 27.80. We moved back from that level. We've seen some move up, but still we are in a trajectory of lower highs and also lower lows. So for now we remain still in a downtrend. It seems that we are trying to find a bottom here, this is roughly similar to the area where we were a while ago, which was support back then as well. So we may see here some attempt to place a bottom just under 30. Let's see if this holds and if we can see some further moves up. But again, still we are technically speaking in a downtrend. ST Microelectronics. Well, for this one, in the first video that I shared a couple of weeks back, I said that it was quite likely that it was going to dive under 30. When it did, in my last video I said 27 was another critical level to watch. What we saw was a move down all the way to an intraday low of 25.90. What have we seen since? Well, this is where we're downright, this is where we are currently finding ourselves. So this is not yet a convincing signal that we have found a bottom. Well, we have been moving a few days in that area, just around that lowest horizontal dashed line. So maybe it's an attempt that we are establishing somewhat of a bottom, but still the trend is clearly down for this one, and I wouldn't bet my money on this one reverting from here. ASML, for this one I indicated that it had room to go down quite a bit, at least to the low 700s, but I also indicated if the low 700s didn't hold, it could go quite a bit further. It did to 657, so there was a considerable retracement, and we see that, okay, following, so that you see that red dot down here, down right, 657. We moved up from that point. We are now just under 800. We are about to open today's trading session. It's 1 minute to 9, so in a minute we will open. Yesterday's close was at 784.60. We are close to this middle dashed line here, horizontal dashed line, just over 800. That's the 1-year median, which, as we can see, was support recently, but now this seems a major resistance point. So we are facing some resistance around this 800 level. We need to break this resistance to start seeing any kind of reversion and maybe a renewed uptrend. ASM International, for this one I indicated that it had room to fall all the way to the 480 level and eventually even the 430 level. Well, it went to 479, nicely around this line, this retracement line that I indicated here. 479. From that point onward we have seen some recovery. Where are we currently? As we are about to open, we are at 572.40, so it's just still under the 600 mark. We are finding ourselves in somewhat of a resistance area here, but at least we seem to see that the 1 year median, which is that middle dashed line, horizontal dashed line, that seems to give some support. So it may be that we are actually finding a new bottom here, and we see a further move up from here, but still too early to speak of a renewed uptrend. We still see the most recent pattern is clearly one of lower lows and lower highs, so we still have a way to go before we start to speak of a reversion to more positive territory. And finally, BE Semiconductor Industries. For this one I already indicated it was in a downtrend for a while. I also indicated it could retrace all the way, for instance, to the 50% retracement level around 90, or potentially even in the 80s. We saw a retracement all the way to 91, which is, well, almost coincides with the 50% retracement level. What we've seen since is somewhat of a rebound, but again, this one remains in a downtrend for now. You clearly see a pattern of lower lows and also lower highs in the last half a year or so. And well, we need to at least go all the way to that dashed line, the middle dashed line, horizontal dashed line, which is the 1 year median, which was support in the recent past. We need to get to that point at least to start speaking of somewhat of a reversion of the trend. For now the trend remains down, and well, that's why my stance remains the same. I'm not currently invested in any of these semiconductor stocks, and I don't intend to get invested in them just yet. I first want to see how these patterns evolve. That's enough for today. I hope you found this useful. If you find this video useful, you find this topic interesting, check out other videos on my channel Lapping Analytics as well. I regularly share on this topic as well as other topics that have to do with statistical modeling. But thank you for watching, thank you for listening. Have a great day and hope to see you soon. Bye bye.